球奖在上个礼拜天，美国礼拜天的时刻举行，台湾的礼拜一的时刻呢，正式看到了金球奖的颁奖典礼。获得终身成就奖的伍迪·艾伦，今年呢已经78岁了。伍迪·艾伦拍出了太多对许多人来说难忘的电影，他人生呢总共有长达40部的作品，到现在为止，他的创作力没有停歇。最新的作品《蓝色茉莉》呢，使得女主角几乎在所有的影展里头都获得了最佳女主角。而我们今天除了报道她获得最佳终身成就奖之外，我们特别找到了一个经过她很久考虑之后，她终于点头，因为她是一个其实很害羞的人，所以她过去的态度就是她到底是一个纽约人，她说我不出席任何的影展，也不参加影展的颁奖。那么今年呢，他是请来他过去的女朋友，也是著名的女演员的 Diane Keaton 上台替他领这个终身成就奖。所以对他来说，要不要拍个人的纪录片，一直是一个常考。一直到 Robert Wide 告诉他说：“我们来拍一部片子吧。”他同意了，同意把他的人生好好的交代。那么既然呢是一个60年代长大人的人，他是1935年出生，深受当时呢整个纽约所有的风潮所影响。对他而言呢，既然是这样背景的一个人，他就无所不谈，从他个人的一些癖好，他如何收集他的电影脚本，到他跟很多女性之间的关系，以及他觉得人生的情爱跟很多他的电影中间，包括像比如说他在巴塞罗那在很多地区所得到的启发，统统都交代在这一部纪录片里面。
My mother always used to say I was a very sweet, happy kid right from the start. And then somewhere around 5 or so, I turned grumpier or sour. I can only think when I became aware of my mortality, I didn't like that idea. When I think back to when I was a boy, the early 40s, you know, it was sensational. We always lived with relatives. I lived with cousins and aunts and uncles, and we almost never lived alone. You know, this was a carryover from the Depression, where families were getting together. So it was always very lively. People doing things and yelling at each other and activity, and it was a madhouse all the time. In our last years of high school and Midwood, you know, all my friends were deciding what they were going to do with their lives. They were going to become doctors and lawyers, and someone suggested that I try writing gags, and I did try it after school.
写笑话大受欢迎，下一步，伍迪·艾伦开始在夜店讲笑话。
And we discussed it very maturely, and we decided finally on the divorce, because we felt that we had a limited amount of money to spend on something, and that a vacation in Bermuda is over in 2 weeks, you know, but a divorce is something that you always have, you know, so. But it turns out in New York State, they have a very funny law that says you can't get a divorce unless you can prove adultery. And that's very strange because the 10 Commandments say, thou shalt not commit adultery. But New York State says you have to.
他登上电视荧光幕，做出不可思议的表演。
In terms of those jobs, nothing was beneath me. I boxed a kangaroo. I sang Little Sir Echo with a talking dog.
Little Sir Echo, how do you do? Hello. Hello.
在夜店时的演出吸引电影圈的注意，有人找他写剧本，结果电影被片场胡搞一通。
Vowed never to work in movies again unless I could be the director, have control, not just the director.
What I remember about Woody was that he was short and he was cute. And that's what I remembered about Woody in that day, was just that, oh my God, he is, I just had a big crush instantly. My game plan was really to force Woody to like me. So I was always plotting and scheming about how he could grow to see me as an attractive woman.
Tell her that you've met a lot of dames, but she is really something special.
Oh, that she won't believe.
Oh, no?
I have met a lot of dames, but you are really something special.
Really?
She bought it.
She was always beautiful and incredibly gifted. We went out together. We lived together for a while. She's remained a very close friend of mine to this day.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Well, bye.
You play very well.
Oh, yeah? So do you. Oh, God, what a dumb thing to say, right? I mean, you say it, you play well, and then right away I have to say you play well. Oh, God, Annie. Well, oh, well. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-la.
I didn't go to the event because on all the office pools, Star Wars was the hands down winner.
Woody said, I'm not going to go out to the awards because I have the band. I have our jazz band on Monday nights.
I think what you get in awards is favoritism. I mean, people can say, well, my favorite movie was Annie Hall, but the implication is that it's the best movie, and I don't think that's possible.
伍迪·艾伦接着选择严肃的主题，探索自己的艺术潜能。心田深处的回响令人沮丧，他用下一部影片反击，《曼哈顿》大获全胜。
I don't know if the act of falling in love has ever been done with more power or more economy than in that moment by the 59th Street Bridge where Woody and Diane Keaton are sitting on the park bench watching the day come up.
Isn't it beautiful out?
Yeah, it's really so pretty when the light starts to come up.
Oh, I know. I love it.
Boy, this is really a great city. I don't care what anybody says. It's just really a knockout, you know? It's...
Well, I think I better head back.
Oh, I didn't know it would be iconic. We knew it would be pretty, but never thinking that anything would come of it other than it would be a nice scene in the picture.
Most people take it away because that's how they want to fall in love, or they have fallen in love. It either plays to your memory or it plays to your hope. That's the sort of real twilight that's operating under that shot. And because you take it away with you, it becomes, in some ways, the most powerful shot in the film.
This is my collection. This is how I'll start, and there's all kinds of scraps and things that are written on hotel things, and I'll, ponder these things. I pull these out, and I'll dump them here like this. I go through this all the time, and every time I start a project, and I sit here like this, and I look at don't like that. Right.
女演员往往扮演伍迪·艾伦的缪斯，不少人同时走进她的人生，有的好聚好散，有的破碎难堪。
We made a date, we had lunch, and then we started going out.
Hey, are you okay?
Eventually, we started going out in a more serious way, and then I got to know her as an actress.
Well, for a woman, the years slip away quickly.
Don't tell me you're getting scared.
Maybe.
But why? I don't understand. You're so beautiful and charming. You could get any man that you wanted.
Not you.
She was in all his movies, and he was there every day, and then they adopted a daughter, and then they had a son. And it seemed kind of the perfect thing. They talk about how they could each go out to their windows or their balconies and wave at each other across the park. And this came to a crashing end during the filming of Husbands and Wives.
Mia discovered that Woody was having this affair with one of her adopted kids.
Mia had gone over to Woody's apartment for something, and on a mantelpiece in a room had discovered some nude Polaroids of her adopted daughter, Suni.
It took me 2 or 3 days to convince Mia to come back to work.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Because it's over. We both know it.
When the great cosmic rift occurred, across the park, Woody was the Antichrist on the front page of the New York Post every day.
Their life blew up, and this just became fodder for the gossip magazines and for television and for newspapers.
丑闻没有击垮伍迪·艾伦，1年1部电影，依旧时有佳作，带给观众惊喜。
Hello? Who keeps calling? You lied to me. You're a liar!
You can learn to push the guilt under the rug and go on. Otherwise, it overwhelms you.
And then something, boom, written and directed by Woody Allen. Match point. Hello, what's this?
I grew up on Woody Allen movies. So for me, working with Woody was always, that was like, you made it.
He loves women, he appreciates women, he has written some of the best female characters of all time.
I'd love to come up with an idea that pleased multitudes and huge swarms of people turned out and saw the picture 2 and 3 times, and it broke box office records. But I don't think that's ever going to happen in my lifetime.
Midnight in Paris has gone on to be the largest grossing movie that Woody Allen has ever had worldwide as well as in America.
I have referred to Woody Allen in the past as Albert Camus, as comedian. Camus said, "I do not want to die. I do not want anyone I love to die. I am going to die, and everyone I love is going to die, and that makes life absurd." And Woody believes that, but he's able to weave in humor. Now,
you want to do mankind a real service? Tell funnier jokes.
Yeah, but I've got to find meaning.
When I look back on my life, I've been very lucky. There was nothing in my life that I aspired toward that hasn't come through for me. But despite all these lucky breaks, why do I still feel that I got screwed somehow?